Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Tuesday, October the 29th, 2024. Tuesday, October the 29th. Well, I had to start with this one. Sam woke up. Dante was at her side with the ring in his pocket, ready to propose right then and there. Okay. Because he's like, look, I was saving this. Because when you woke up, I wanted to ask you, will you marry me? And I'm thinking, well, doggone. I think you would have told her that before she went into surgery. So this way, she's got something to look forward to. That could have gave her the extra oomph needed if she needed to fight for something. Dante, come on now. Because looky here, you like, look, because if you wouldn't have made it, girl, I'd kept this thing in my pocket. Come on now. No. Whatever. We all know Sam said yes. So Sam said yes. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. Laura talks to Lucky. Oh, let me get to Lulu. Isaiah came out, told them Lulu made it through the surgery, and she is in, ICU, but she came through as well as can be expected. Okay. Which is good. Okay. Half rest easy on that, but she didn't have cold blue out on the table. She's, oh, well, recovering, kind of, sort of, they think. You got to make sure that her body does not reject the organ transplant at this point. Laura spends time talking to Lucky. I fast forwarded the whole conversation because it's not nothing we haven't heard before. Your rest, because he got himself a replacement passport. And she's telling him how he has this restless spirit because he, for the first 11 years of his life, when Luke and her were on the run with him, they moved from place to place. They didn't really call anything home until they came back to Port Charles and had Lulu. So she goes, that's your natural instinct is to go someplace new. But she was letting him know how she needs him there and whatever. So then after he found out Lulu made it through, they're both smiling and hugging and good for you. We have Holly. She goes to see Sasha. Sasha rips into her. Holly tells her, I made the score of my life. I'm gonna share it with you. You'll be able to do and go wherever you want. I'll be able to retire. And Sasha says, oh, please. You are absolutely not gonna retire. You love the thrill of the con. You love the danger. You are not going to retire. And Sasha did bring up, where were you when my baby, every tragic thing she went through, she brought it up and threw it in Holly's face. And Holly's like, I didn't know about any of that. And when I found out, it was well after the fact. And Sasha said, well, I guess your sympathy card got lost in the mail. Well, you said you wanted me to stay away. See? Oh. Well, you said you didn't want nothing to do with me, so I was honoring your wishes. But yet you're here right now, begging me, I'm your mother. I'm here now. No, honor my wishes, chick. Honor my wishes. Because, see, right now I'm upset, I'm devastated, but nowhere near the level of devastation when I lost my baby. Nowhere near the level of devastation when the man I was married to and loved with every breath of my being was murdered. Okay? I'm nowhere near that level. So, no, you honor my wishes right now. So, oh my goodness, she ends up going to the doghouse, roadhouse bar, and the look on her face was that look of devastation. And Sasha can easily go down that road of addiction right now. And I'm hoping not. But right now, she just feels like she has nothing to lose, and just the look on her face. But I honestly believe Sidwell's going to take her. This is going to be where Sidwell takes her, snatches her, kidnaps her. Okay. In the bar at the beginning of the episode, we remember we've got Cody punching Drew. Oh, Drew stood up and kabam! Man, got Cody good, knocked him. He was ready. Now that Navy SEAL was jumping up, said, "No, let me go help." And Nina said, "No, no, 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 just let him, let Congressman take care of it." So Drew said, "You know what? You going home." And somebody said, "Call the police," or the bartender called the police, right? And Cody's yelling, "You don't get to tell me what to do." Well, then the police came in, lickety split, like they were in the parking lot of the dive bar. And they take Cody out. Cody's like, "I don't need to go to jail." And Dex says, "Cody, you're gonna come down to the station, to the precinct with us. Yes, you are." So the one officer takes Cody out, and Drew tells Dex, "I'm not gonna press charges. I'm not gonna press charges." He is obviously drunk and doesn't know what he's saying, right? So Nina looks at Drew, and Nina goes, "Oh my God, what are we gonna do?" Drew says, "Listen, everybody, sorry for that scene. He was obviously drunk. Round of drinks on me." And everybody's like, "Whoa, okay." You know, because it's a dive bar. Metrocourt folks would have really been talking, but guess who was in that dive bar? The PI. See, you almost didn't notice her because she didn't have her dog with her. But as she's filming the whole fight, which is interesting. I guess soon as Cody was yelling over there at Drew, that's when she took her camera out. But see, understand, Cody left the bar and went over to talk to Drew and Nina. That chick was not at the bar when Cody was kicking him back. But okay, convenient. They reset the scene. Now she's there filming everything. All right. Right. So round of drinks for everybody, and he goes, "See, everything's handled. It's handled." She goes, "No, this is Cody Bell is far from handled." And Drew says, "No, oh, I'll take care of Cody Bell." Right. So Ned is talking to Tracy in their little living room, and he was saying, "Yeah, there's going to be some changes happening where ELQ is concerned." She goes, "Oh, really? What makes you so sure?" He goes, "Because I got something in the works." And she said, "Really?" And just then his phone chimes. The PI sends him the video. And he looks at his phone. He goes, "Oh, well, let's watch it together." Pushes play. They see the bar scene fight. They hear what Cody has to say to Drew. And Tracy's like, "Ooh." And Ned is like, "Oh, he is just like a balloon ready to be popped right in the face with a pin." Ooh, right? So she goes, "Oh." He goes, I hired a PI because I was given information that Drew has been sniffing around Michael's wife, has been acting inappropriately, to Michael's wife." She goes, "Ooh." And she goes, "And here's the proof." She goes, "Okay." She goes, "What you gonna do with it?" He goes, "Well," she goes, "Tell Michael. Michael is vindictive." Now, mind you, we have the replacement Michael, the one that replaces Michael before, replaced him when Michael had COVID. This actor, he was Noah on The Young and the Restless, right? So he's replacing him right now. And, Wiley, before everything's happening, they're down at the gatehouse. Wiley's in his Sherlock Holmes outfit, and his dad has got the Watson cap on. And they were coming up to the main house to show Monica and the other kids. So anyway, Drew is like, "Well, she goes, he's vindictive. He will make Drew pay. He will cause Drew to lose the campaign and get Drew out of this house." And I'm thinking, well, no, Monica has to get Drew out of the house. But for Michael, Monica would. She would tell him, you crossed the line with your nephew's wife. She'll tell Michael, come on up to the main house. Drew, you got to go. She in a heartbeat, right? So Drew says, yeah, but you know what, mother? We got to really think about this because we might do better off just blackmailing Drew. Not only will I get all his shares of ELQ, because I'm going to share this with you, we are going to have a congressman in our pockets so that whatever we want, we're going to get. And Tracy's like, oh, spoken of like a true Quartermain. Ooh, I love you, Ned. I've always had, knew Ned had it in him. Okay. All right, Tracy. So Drew comes into the house. Nina beelines it to the gatehouse to speak to Willow. And what she tells Willow, Michael is still there. He hadn't walked Wiley up to the gatehouse. So Nina got to see Wiley in his costume and tells him how cute he was. And that's when Michael and Wiley left. Oh, by the way, Wiley had his little picture up in the opening credits. I've never seen Wiley's picture in the opening credits before. The picture they used to always show when she was on was the little Violet, right? Even little James don't have an opening credit picture, and James has more talking scenes and action than little Wiley. So that was interesting to me. She goes, Willow, I gotta tell you something. I gave you the wrong advice. She goes, on what? I told you not to tell Michael just to ease your heart. Why? Your guilt. Why put that on him? You know? She goes, that was wrong because you need to tell him and you need to tell him before somebody else tells him. She goes, what do you mean somebody else tells him? She goes, your secret? Oh, it's out. And she goes, it can't be. I mean, I only told you, and I only told Sasha. And Nina looks and she's like, well, Sasha must have told Cody. She goes, well, it's out and it's really out there. You need to tell him before someone else tells him. And Willow's sitting on the couch like, oh no. I mean, it only happened twice. And Nina sits back and she looks at her. She goes, twice? Like, wait, the only time I knew was the 4th of July. Mm. So she goes, Willow, you're running out of time. I'll go with you, but you need to tell Michael. So she goes, but I love him. I love oh, no, Willow, no, you don't love him that much. Because it's Drew. Drew's never lied to you. It's Drew that you want. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So they go running up to the main house. Ned and Tracy, Drew comes in the front door and with his, bloody lip from the fight. And they're like, woo, what happened? And he goes, oh, just I broke up a fight between some constituents. And they're like, really? So Drew says, I need to speak to you. I mean, Ned says, I need to speak to you, Drew. Drew's like, no, not now. Now's not a good time. And he goes, yeah, it's a good time. He goes, it's about ELQ. He goes, like I said, Ned, now it's not a good time about ELQ. He goes, well, after you see this, I'm sure you're going to make some time. So he gives Drew the phone. And Drew's like, what is this? He goes, push play. And Drew pushes play and he sees what Cody said is right there on that video. And he's like, and Ned says, so now here's what you're going to do. You are going to announce me as CEO. And I'm thinking, you're already CEO. Valentine was president and you were CEO, Ned, right? And he goes, you're going to endorse me as CEO of ELQ. You're going to hand over your stock. And you know what? Play your cards right. You know, we won't ask like too much of you when you're in office, but you're going to do our bidding. And Drew says, and what makes you think I'm going to do that? He says, we'll tell Michael what you've been up to with his young wife behind his back. And Drew looks at Ned and he looks at Tracy and they're like, smug, like, yeah, we got you. We got you. Michael comes from around the corner and he's looking, he goes, oh, Drew turned around. He goes, oh, what happened to you? He goes, it's not that important, you know. And Michael says, wow. So he goes, but it looks like I walked in on something. What did I miss? And Drew looks at Ned and he looks at Tracy. He turns and he looks at Michael. He says, Michael, I need to tell you something. Or there's something I need to tell you. And Tracy goes, watch what you say, Drew. Because see, they want that art of blackmail. They don't want Drew to take their leverage away. And he goes, oh, just at that point, Willow comes barreling in. Nina comes behind her. Michael, I need to tell you something. He goes, well, okay, but it's going to have to wait because Drew has something he wants to tell me. And Willow says, Michael, no, I need to. He goes, I want to hear what Drew has to say. So Drew says, Michael, on the 4th of July, I kissed your wife. And Drew looked at Willow and said, sorry, Michael, I mean, just matter of fact, whatever. But no, I'm telling him. And Michael looks at him and Willow steps in between. Michael, no, listen. Michael, listen. He goes, tell me he's lying. And she looks at him. She says, he's not, but it meant nothing. It meant you're lying now, Willow, right? And Michael just looked at her. And Michael looked at Drew. And he just walked out. And as he's walking by right past Willow, out the door. She's like, Michael. And she turns and she looks at Nina. And Nina walks up and she's hugging her. And Nina is looking at Drew like, you son of a, you kissed my daughter twice. And you blurted out, you didn't even let her tell her husband herself. You told him? And Nina's just looking at her. Ooh, we gonna have that wrath of mama, wrath of a woman scorned. Because Drew did not have to tell Michael. He should have said, go speak to Willow first. Because he knew when Nina coming behind Willow, that Nina told Willow what happened. But see, that's how much Drew cares about Michael, his flesh and blood. He does not. He doesn't in the least. And what I'm liking, this now, Michael is going to flip like on a dime. Because Michael can be cold, which is what Tracy was saying. Michael can be cold and calculated. Yep. Michael's about to be cold and Michael's about to be calculated. But with Michael walking out, I'm thinking, watch Michael go to that dive bar. If Sasha's still there and Michael runs into him, they're going to be drinking together and watch them end up in bed together. We'll see. Because Sasha's hurt, Michael's hurt, and he's going to act on that hurt. He's definitely going to act on that hurt. So that can get to be pretty good. We rounding, October sweeps. November sweeps already started. So, whoa, they're running into it like with a barrel. So I'm really, really happy with what's happening right now. So this has been a pretty doggone good episode. I'm going to go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner. I'm going to turn on my stopwatch now with Comment Corner today. I'm starting from the bottom, working my way up for 10 minutes. The first comment today is from Denzel. Denzel says, Ayo, the look of both Laura and Alexis when they saw Heather and telling both of them that she was leaving Port Charles with her son Steve for good. I know low-key Laura and Alexis was happy. Yeah, they were, but they were trying to hold a straight face because they didn't want Heather to see how happy they were because she might change her mind. But knowing Laura, she's not going anywhere. You mean knowing Heather, she's not going anywhere. Yeah, she's gonna leave Port Charles and move to Arizona with her son. But know them well. Heather will eventually come back sooner than later. Mark my words. Oh, yes, she will. Heather will be back probably next summer or for fall, November, spring, I think it's February or March sweeps, she'll be back again. Plus, Laura can fully blame it on Slick Rick that it was on Laura. She wanted crazy nut Heather out of prison in the first place. Alexis is the one blaming Rick in the first place. Let's keep it 100. And then the last paragraph I'm going to read, Denzel, from you is then after when she saw her grandson Ace telling him she'll be back. Oh yeah, I definitely saw that crazy nut Heather coming back to PC. She's going to come back to her old evil self. Y'all just watch it. Did you see that look on her face? Oh yeah. I was like, whoa, right? I saw it. So now we have, let me scroll up. Dacia says Franco and Esme and Stephen are siblings. Loomer says, so Elizabeth married her brother-in-law Franco. What the heck? Well, how would Franco be Elizabeth's brother-in-law? Somebody have to explain that. And then Shio says to Loomer, Elizabeth and Heather were never related, and neither were she and Franco. Okay, I was trying to figure that out. Alicia said to Shiloh, Heather was married to Jeff Weber. And Shio says to Alicia, yes, I remember. That was before she was born. Okay, well, who's Elizabeth's father? Rick or Jeff? I thought Heather was married to Jeff. Oh, she was. Elizabeth's father was Rick, right? Rick Weber. Who knows? And then Joanne says Franco was half siblings to Stephen, nothing to Elizabeth. Scott Baldwin was his father. Oh, yep, that's it. Scott Baldwin was Franco's father. So yeah, they are not married. I mean, related. And then Lisa says, yeah, she made it through the surgery. Her brother will not have ever forgiven himself. Someone get that nasty Cyrus away from her. And then Lisa says, I'm so glad Sasha told him the truth. He should know that Holly is up to something. She only came up with this after Cody told her no to the con she wanted him to do with her. I really think she set this up to get to work with Cody, to get Cody to work with her. I know the test said Robert is the father. Holly could have easily had a lab technician change the results. Allegedly not with it being a WSB lab, but Holly could have made a deal with Brennan. And Brennan would do something like that. Jack Brennan would have those results to be whatever's going to suit him. I just can't really see Sasha being Robert's daughter. And Lisa says, Cody knows that Drew has been doing and it needed to come, what Drew had been doing, and it needed to come out in the open. But the way Cody handled it was wrong. Yes, he was, because Sasha wanted to tell. And he goes, let's just stay out of it. Lucy said, let's see. Lucy says, sorry, my little comment corner went out of whack here. Lucy says, I was shocked to see Cody pounding down the shots of tequila and then getting in Drew's face. Pow! I know. And then Mar- Mertry to Lisa says he was intoxicated and observed Drew's hypocrisy and lost it, especially on the heels of losing the love of his life. I am says Cody only spoke because he can't have what he wants. He violated Sasha's trust out of anger and drunkenness. Yes, he did. Normally, he would have stayed quiet. He did violate her trust because Willow's going to know Sasha told him. But Sasha should let Willow know, I told Cody right after I saw you. And he kept quiet. We were both going to keep quiet. And then Lisa says, Brennan is not there for Anna's every need that she comes to him for. He needs to stop going. She needs to stop going to ask him for everything she wants. Anna is not Carly, and I don't know why Anna thinks she's Carly. Only Carly could go to him. And then MTY Matri, I think, says to Lisa, exactly, so annoying. She says she doesn't like or trust him, but she's always asking him for favors. And then Matri says to KH777, your opinion, we have ours. Or you have your opinion, we have ours. Okay. All right. Her character is annoying, no reflection on the actress Fiona. Oh, no, I think MTRE, you're taking that the wrong way. None of us really take our criticisms of the characters as in the actors themselves. I mean, we really don't. Bottom line, they're saying the lines that the writers have them say. They really are. The only actor I had a problem with was Kate's. Because every time he was in the scene, he was standing like a deer with the headlight, hands straight down. Come on now. And you notice nobody cares about FBI agent being killed. Yes, Alexis got off, but there is a killer out there, right? Okay. And then Lisa says Sidwell's coming for Holly. Let him take her and solve everyone's problem. Nope, he's going to take Sasha. Lisa said, and of course, see, now everybody going to find out. Holly's kept the fact that she had a daughter hidden for 35 years. And now, Sidwell's just going to know. And then Lisa says, of course, Heather wants to see Ace before she leaves. I hope she doesn't come back for Ace. Oh, she is. I just said she will be back. Not good. She just said she'll be back. Not good. She will be back. Laura kind of feels responsible. She is responsible for Heather being out. Rick should have requested that Heather be moved to a more comfortable prison, but not let her out. She is still a nutcase. Well, yeah, she actually is. She always has been. One last comment. Gladys says, awesome. Love daily recap lady. Looking forward every evening to watching the soaps that I tape every day just to hear and see her arms going. Drink her water, scratch her head. Since I'm 90 years old, I wish she was my daughter or niece. Keep on rocking. Oh, you talking about, you doggone right. I have to drink my water. I drank some tonight. And yes, sometimes, got a hat on. I am me. This is absolutely not some kind of radio station production. This is YouTube. Okay, I'll read, one more set. Lisa says, Holly planted something in Cody's room. She probably did, a listening device. If he doesn't go with her, she will use whatever she put in there against him. She is up to something. I just popped my head in to see if you were there. Yeah, right. I am says, it's too though. You mean it's true though or two though? Sasha has spilled the beans. DB says probably another diamond, hoping he will steal it and run off. Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. All right, everybody, that is Comment Corner from today. I'll be back tomorrow with another daily recap of General Hospital. General Hospital is getting good, finally. So subscribe if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel.